Hey everyone, and welcome back to a portfolio update, and a pretty exciting one because the portfolio has yet again reached new all-time highs. Now, how did that happen? Well, if you look at what the markets have been doing in the last 5 days, Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, they're up 5.4%, 4.7%, and 4.63% in the last 5 days. Over the past month, around the same 6.7%, 5.3% for the S&P and 4.8% for the Dow Jones Industrials. If we look at year-to-date performance, the S&P is up 25.75%, the Nasdaq is up 25.56%, and the Dow Jones has been actually underperforming the rest, so only up 16.74%. So it's safe to say that it has been quite a good year for the stock market, whether you're investing in individual stocks, well, depending which one, of course, or just buying the index, you're up quite significantly already this year, which is great. Now, how has the portfolio performed? Well, I'm glad you asked, because as you can see right here, right now we are up 41.69%, whereas the S&P 500, since I started this portfolio, which as you know is not January 1st, but is actually back here in February, at the end of February, so we are up 41.69%, and the S&P 500 compared to the S&P 500 same performance over the same period, that is up 20.42%, huge outperformance. As you can see, I started the year with huge underperformance. I mean, I have underperformed up until the beginning of October. Then it flipped. As you can see right here, in the last month, the portfolio is up 20.48%. S&P 500 is only up 3.21%. So, which positions have gone up so much that I have outperformed the market by so much? Well, Tesla has been underperforming the market for quite a while, and well, now recently we know what happened. So Tesla, the number one position in the portfolio, is up 78.23%. Palantir, number two position now in the portfolio, is up 156.53%. SoFi up 73.41%. Not bad, eh? Not bad for a horrible fintech stock. I mean, I'm taking here a victory tour or victory tour? No, victory lap. I'm taking here a victory lap. I know it might not last that long. I mean, in the next couple of days, maybe the markets will turn red. A correction is coming. It can happen, right? This is why I'll talk about what's happening next in the portfolio. But continuing here, PayPal is up 41.16%. Alphabet, Google is up close to 19%. Intel, I'm only down now 5.55% because I started small, and when it dipped, I bought a little bit more. So I'm only down 5.5%, which, to be honest, is not that bad. Meta, I'm up 34%. Rocket Lab up 212%, but still a small position monetary-wise, right? We started very small. Of course, now it's the 8th largest position in the portfolio, but that's because it's up 212%. I will for sure add more cash to Rocket Lab. There is also the earnings report coming up, so let's see what happens there. dLocal is also reporting earnings in the next couple of days. I'm down there quite heavy, 17.25%. And then we are reaching one of the biggest losers here, actually. So that's Celsius. I'm down 34% on that one. Even the election won by Donald Trump, even the huge green days that we've seen in the stock market did not help this stock to go up in the last couple of days. Okay, there is some weakness there. I'm down 34.19%. It's the 10th position in the portfolio. So, okay, damage limitation. Snowflake is the number 11 one. I'm actually up now 1.86% on this position, but I did buy, lose money, and then sell, and then bought again, and now I'm making a little bit of money, so okay. Then we've got Lululemon here, 12th position. I did sell a little bit at small gains, but now I'm back down and losing 9% on that position. Upsellera, I'm down 44.43%, but with this one, I mean, it's either it works out and you'll be up triple digits or more, or it doesn't and it goes to zero. So we'll see what happens with that. With Owlet, same small bet here. I'm up 11.49%. Then First Solar, I bought the day after the election was announced because all of the energy stocks went down. So I took a small trade position. It's still open, but I'll probably close it in the next couple of days. I think it's a very strong company, and I don't think that industry will get hit as hard as feared. I'm already up 3.12%. So all in all, quite a good performance, I should say. Quite a good performance. Now, I do want to mention a couple of things. One, I do not have capital gains taxes in Belgium. So that means I can go in and out of positions without having to pay attention to, oh, I have to pay capital gains taxes on this position, that position. It's not worth it for me. No, here I can sell, take profits, put that in cash, and not worry about taxes. You pay small taxes on the transaction, but not on the gain. So that's already a huge, well, positive thing that I can do that not many others can do, which is why I explain it in these types of videos, that you should not think about, oh, he's a trader, he's doing it. No, I can. This is the luxury that I have. Well, I pay a ton of income taxes, but at least on my investments on the stocks here, I have no capital gains taxes. So what's going to happen in the next couple of days? In the next couple of days, I will take profits from positions like Palantir, like SoFi, a little bit like Tesla. Not a lot, but enough to increase the cash position. So when there is a red day, I'll have cash on hand, and I'll probably liquidate also the First Solar position and maybe some others in the next couple of days. So the cash pile is much stronger in this portfolio, so I can benefit from big red days. Again, I don't know when these things will happen, but I rather right now secure profits since we are at all-time highs for my portfolio and up by quite a lot, outperforming the market by quite a lot as well. I mean, basically double the performance of what the market has done since I started this portfolio. So I don't want to be greedy, right? It's time maybe to be a little bit fearful when others are greedy. I'm not saying we're going into a correction or a crash or something like that. With Bitcoin hitting 80,000, maybe miners will start to run, maybe the market will continue to run for next couple of weeks and days. That's fine, because I still have the positions. So the existing positions will continue to go up, but at least some of the profits will be secured. And then whenever the market thinks it's time to cool off a little bit, I'll be ready with some cash, and I can gladly add to those positions again, or maybe to some others who actually need maybe a better average. So all in all, that's about it. Now, on my schedule for the videos in the upcoming days, I do have plans to talk a little bit more about some eVTOLs, so Archer and Joby. I wrote it down, so that's why I'm looking down here. Talking a little bit about nuclear stuff, because, well, Donald Trump is a fan of nuclear, and I think the people that will be surrounded, that he will surround himself with, like nuclear energy. Now, again, with nuclear, it's very important to know that these are things that will take some time. It's not like, oh, tomorrow we're moving to nuclear and suddenly these SMRs are up and running just like that. No, it's going to take a while. The supply chain is also not very local, so you have to deal with that as well. So we're going to talk about that, small caps, and some other small companies. And then, of course, there's still a lot of companies that will report earnings in the next couple of days. So maybe let's review that real quick. So in the next couple of days, on Monday, we start before the market opens with Monday. That's the only thing I like about this, is that they actually report on Mondays because they're named Mondays. So kudos to them. Then after the close, I'll probably cover Grab because I started covering this company not so long ago. And I think it's very, very interesting what's going on there with the super app. So we're definitely going to cover Grab Monday after the market closes. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have, before the market opens, I'm going to cover Shopify and Sea Limited. If you're seeing any company here that are interesting and you want me to maybe cover, let me know down in the comment section below. Tuesday after the market closes, you have Spotify. I thought Spotify would usually report before the market opens, but okay, you have Rocket Lab. Tuesday after hours, I'm probably going to cover that, and maybe even SoundHound, since, well, it is AI, NVIDIA related, got a lot of hype. So let's see if the business is doing better or if it's purely hype. Kava is a tremendous company, but extremely, extremely expensive. Then Wednesday, before the market opens, I don't see anything interesting. There is Stratasys, Tower Semiconductor, but for the rest here, not really something that I follow. After the market closes, we are going to cover dLocal. I really hope they're done with the short-term investments that are hurting margins and that we're going back to profitable growth and actually maybe some more growth. So that could definitely help the stock. So that's for Wednesday after the market closes. There are definitely some companies here that I follow that are not on the picture. So let me know in the comments. And then Thursday, before the market opens, that's strange, it's Walt Disney. So we're covering that for sure. And then after the market closes, we have Applied Materials. So that's interesting to see what's happening there. AST Space Mobile, Oklo, that's a nuclear stock. So yeah, Thursday after the market, maybe I'll start with Applied Materials and then maybe AST Space Mobile. And I guess the nuclear stocks video will have to wait or not. Let's see. And then on Friday, we have Alibaba. That's strange. That's the first time I see Alibaba on Friday. I don't know if this is correct or not, because usually Alibaba, it's usually on Wednesday or Thursday before the market opens. So now it's on Friday. I don't know why, but okay. I mean, with Chinese stocks, now that Trump is president, I mean, they've been hit quite hard. I don't think it's going to be that bad, to be honest, unless of course there is problems with Taiwan, then we're all in a difficult situation. But I still believe there are some Chinese companies, whether you want to invest in those, that's up to you. There's always risk. You don't want to support CCP, etc., etc. You're not really a shareholder, blah, blah, blah. I understand. But for short-term gains, why not, right? Alibaba did go from 60, 70 to 110 or something like that this year. Okay, now it's back down, but short-term trade could be very, very lucrative. I'm just talking about Alibaba. There's JD, there is Pinduoduo, Baidu, etc., etc. So yeah, that's going to be the next couple of days. Of course, some other videos here and there as well. Stay tuned for all of that. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the performance of the portfolio. It's been a rough start of the year. Got a lot of negative comments. Oh, what type of horrible portfolio is this? Plenty of shitcoins. I'm not lying here. These are the comments that you can see in the first couple of months. Always people, but this is bad companies. This is a laughable portfolio. You'll never outperform, etc., etc. And my message has been always the same. This is short-term thinking. I barely started in February and people were already saying this portfolio is crap in March, in April, in May. And look at this, we're only in November and I'm already up 40+%, while the market is up in the same period, only 20%. So, long-term investors usually always win if you pick, of course, good companies. Good companies can have bad stocks in the short run. Short run can be 1 year, 2 year, but eventually the stock market notices that, there's actually a good company behind that stock. We've seen that, for example, with the likes of PayPal, with the likes of SoFi, even Palantir. It's an insane run that we had this year. So yeah, long-term investors, usually you'll do quite well. Ignore the noise. Don't forget, it's your money, not mine, not this guy, not that guy. It's your money, it's your portfolio, it's your future. So think about that. That's all I've got to say for you in this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.